right, how's it going out there? It's Friday. If anybody's out there, you'll notice I changed the configuration a little bit, so I'm bigger on the screen now. So don't worry, slides should be about the same size as they always have been. And if anything, if it's something I feel like maybe you want to see closer, I'll go to full screen mode and show you the slide in bigger mode. But we're going to go with this version for now because, just to change things up a little bit. Again, trivia will be starting after 7 o'clock. If you need a bucket to play in tonight's game, go outside, find a bucket, bring it inside, use it for tonight's trivia game. If you don't have a bucket outside, go in your bathroom, turn over the little garbage can, throw out the toilet paper, and bring that inside. Again, trivia will be starting shortly after 7 o'clock. As you see, I haven't cut my hair yet. Said I was going to do the a full-blown Johnny Pacheco, and I meant it. If you're just joining us, again, I reformatted the way we're going to do the presentation. I am now going to be bigger on the screen. I feel I've lost enough weight to try to at least show you this much of myself closer. I won't show you the rest because that hasn't really gone away much. Mr. J in the house. Any outlaws? 2 minutes. Dos minutos. Danny's in the house. Joshua Fish in the house. I assume that means the entire Salmon family must be around. Friday, after 7 o'clock. It's time now for home trivia. If you don't have a bucket to play in tonight's game, go outside, grab a bucket now. Buckets are somewhere in your yard. If you don't have a bucket in your backyard, go get the little garbage can that's sitting in your bathroom. Empty that out and use that for tonight's bucket. Right now, let's get started by going over the rules of tonight's game.
It's Friday, you bastards.
See, it's not that bad. It's right there. All right. As always, we have a one-player minimum, but you need to be at least one person in order to play. But please stay 6 feet apart from each other if you don't know the people that are near you. If you're not home and you're playing on your phone, stay 6 feet apart from everybody. Please wear a mask at all times. The faster we can get this over with, the faster we can see each other again. So please, wear a mask if you're going anywhere. Please grab 3 sheets of paper, number them 1 through 10, and write and any funny team name you can come up with, write it in the comments, and I'll try to read it if I catch it. Or you can get one big piece of paper, make 3 columns, and put them 1 through 10. We have 30 questions, which is why it's 1 through 10 for each round. 3 rounds, 10 questions each round. Scream and shout the answers all you want because nobody that's playing against you can hear you. Only you and the people around you can hear you, and they might think you're crazy, but feel free to scream and shout the answers if you know them. However, don't look up the answers and don't post the answers in the comments. You're playing with yourself, so you would only be cheating yourself. So remember, there's no prizes in for this. This is pretty much just for fun. So don't look up the answers and don't post the answers in the comments. Let the other people figure it out on their own. Questions round 1 are worth 1 point each. Questions round 2 are worth 2 points each. Questions round 3 are worth 5 points each. And again, first place is whatever you find in your house to give yourself, and second place is whatever you find in your house for yourself as well. But if you can, please take a picture of yourself while playing and tag at Trivia Miami either on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. And I'll try to catch it, or you can send it directly to me, triviamiami@gmail.com, or you can send it to my phone. You know the number, 305-221-8106. Whatever works easiest. And again, we'll be pulling out our stubs and dancing in the Lucky SOB raffle, which means my son will win all the prizes. There's a raffle. My son wins everything. My daughter gives him the prizes. My son takes them. And sometimes there's a little bit of violence involved, but that's a different issue. Here's a picture I got from last week. Our good friend Javier up there. And as I did last week, I found an old, one of the old memes of the team names that I liked, and I thought it would be appropriate to pull this one out. I call my Dick Cheney because it shoots people in the face. That was one of my favorite team names at the time, so I thought, why not bring that up? All right, here's our legal disclaimer. If you can read small and fast, you can read that thing. And it's gone. And again, any little bit helps. If you can, you can. You can't, you can't. Anything will help. If at least you keep joining us every week. The best you can do is keep promoting us and get us our name out there, so that when the bars do open or whatever bars open, we can justify that people want to play trivia. I understand that these links say Karaoke Miami. I originally got the accounts in order to get tips during karaoke, and I don't see the point of changing it. So it's easy to remember. Karaoke Miami is the same as Trivia Miami. It's just me. I am my only employee. All right, let's get started with tonight's game. It's time now to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets. Let's get started. Round one. Question one. True or false? 50 Shades of Grey started out as fan fiction for Twilight written on a BlackBerry. True or false? Again, true or false? 50 Shades of Grey started out as fan fiction for Twilight written on a BlackBerry. True or false? My Ring app is notifying me that there's movement outside my house. However, I could give a shit. I'm not going to go check. My wife just ran through the house. They must have knocked on the door and I ignored it. Don't tell her I said I didn't give a shit about the door. Shh. All right, question two. For which newspaper does Peter Parker / Spider-Man work? For which newspaper does Peter Parker / Spider-Man work? All right, question three. Which of the following films was not directed by Alfred Hitchcock? A, The Maltese Falcon, B, Rear Window, or C, North by Northwest? Which of the following films was not directed by Alfred Hitchcock? The Maltese Falcon, Rear Window, or North by Northwest? Can somebody confirm if the feed didn't drop? My tablet just minimized the feed, so I have no idea if it dropped. I never saw a drop on my screen here, so I didn't even get a chance to hit the timer on that. So let's just go to question four. Who was Marco Rubio not calling voters for in a picture tweeted by their campaign where they forgot to connect his headset? Okay, who was Marco Rubio not calling voters for? In other words, who was he supposedly making the phone calls for, but he wasn't actually calling anybody? That was shown in a picture that was tweeted by the campaign where they forgot to connect his headset. And getting out and getting back in after that, I now see a lot more comments from before. All right, question 5. Which of the following historical events happened first? A. The Eiffel Tower were completed. B. The Statue of Liberty presented. Or C. New Zealand women's vote. What happened first? Question 6. Former Filipino First Lady Imelda Marcos was famous for her very large collection of what? Former Filipino First Lady Imelda Marcos was famous for her very large collection of what? Danny, I don't know the count right now on how many weeks we've been doing this. It's more than 20. Less than 25. We're not at 26 yet. 26 will be a half a year at this point. We started March 20th when we haven't missed a Friday. So when I get in front of the calendar, I'll count how many Fridays there's been since 20, like that, 20, 27, like that. All right, question 7. How many checkers does each player start a game with? Okay, how many checkers does each player start a game with? A, 10, B, 12, or C, 16? All right, question 8. A male donkey or ass is called an Allen. I'm sorry, I'm reading that wrong. I'm reading it as I think it. A male donkey or ass is called a jack. Not an Allen. Allen's just an ass. What is a female called? And a male donkey or ass is called a jack. What is a female called? Chris says 22 weeks from his count, so we'll go with that. Sounds about right. All right, question 9. If something coruscates, what does it do? A, expands. B, fades. Or C, sparkles. Again, if something coruscates, what does it do? Expands, fades, or sparkles? You do also got to remember that all these little comments and stuff is basically the only human contact I have with people outside my family. Because even when I go bike riding, I avoid people. So I'm not stopping in anywhere or trying to have a drink or anything. I'm just in and out. I'm gone. I don't want to talk to anybody. All right, question 10. Everybody's favorite question. Florida, or not Florida? I'm going to read a news headline. You need to let me know if you think it's Florida or not Florida. The only two possible answers are Florida or not Florida. Here's the headline. Naked sunbather chases wild boar through park after it steals his laptop bag. Is that Florida or not Florida?
Your man is a fan. Better watch what you say, 'cause you know I don't play. Talking like you do not know it's up. Talking like you want me to call my bluff. I can make one call my bluff. I can make one call, try me up. Talking like you do not know it's up. Talking like you want me to call my bluff. I can make one call my bluff.
All right, that's the end of round one. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. That's all the kids know. It's time to come over. Question one was true or false. 50 Shades of Grey started out as fan fiction for Twilight, written on a BlackBerry. Question two, for which newspaper does Peter Parker / Spider-Man work? Question three, which of the following films was not directed by Alfred Hitchcock? A, The Maltese Falcon, B, Rear Window, or C, North by Northwest? Question four, who was Marco Rubio not calling voters for in a picture tweeted by their campaign where they forgot to connect his headset? Who was Marco Rubio making phone calls to get you to vote for? Well, he didn't actually make the phone calls. His headset wasn't connected. Question five, which of the following historical events happened first? A, Eiffel Tower completed, B, Statue of Liberty presented, or C, New Zealand women's vote? Question six, former Filipino First Lady Imelda Marcos was famous for her very large collection of what? Seven, how many checkers does each player start a game with? A, 10, B, 12, or C, 16? Question eight, a male donkey or ass is called a jack. What is a female called? Question nine, if something cursates, what does it do? A, expands, B, fades, or C, sparkles? And Florida or not Florida, the headline read, naked sunbather chases wild boar through park after it steals his laptop bag. All right, please check your own answer sheets, see if those are the answers you want to stick with. And again, any little bit helps. If you want to hook it up, hook it up. If you can, you can. You can't, you can't. I still got to ask, and, you know, I'm sitting on the street holding a little hat, doing something to get you, entertain you. Hopefully you'll throw a quarter in there. So whatever you can help out with, help me out. If you can't, that's fine as well. And if you need help, let me know, and I'll promote it out there as well. I might have some kittens to give away. You might want to get back to me on that one, too. All right, let's get to the raffle portion of tonight's game, which I've also reformatted. So now the dancing people will be, you know, over there. My daughter is down there already getting ready for the giving out prizes, and my son, I made it bigger to make them more of the focus. And let's get started with tonight's raffle. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'm pulling a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son will win. My son will win all the prizes. I'll pull out the first number and see what my daughter gives him, and hopefully no violence will take place today. $590. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. $570. Dance. Where's the dance? There you go. And he won, you didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. Finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but he can't drink beer. He can only drink iron beer. By the way, have you noticed Baby Yoda is all in for the U, and he's hanging out with Darth Vader today? They're running for office as well. Vader, Baby Yoda, 2020. Vote for them, except for president. Don't write it in for president. Stick with Biden and Harris. Don't put anything fake on the ballot. You can put it for anything else. All right. Let's get out the number. He's getting an iron beer, by the way. He's 12 years old. 595. Dance.
B stands for Broncos, BMW, bang,
all right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And that concludes our lucky son of a Bernie route for this round. He'll be back after round 2 and 3 of tonight's game. I got copyright strikes for that song. I left it on too long last time. All right, let's go over the answers from round 1. Question 1 was, true or false, 50 Shades of Grey started out as fan fiction for Twilight written on a BlackBerry? That is true. However, that's a picture from 50 Shades of Orange. It's a different set of books altogether. It's mostly pictures and involves a lot of urine. Question 2, for which newspaper does Peter Parker / Spider-Man work? The Daily Bugle. And question 3, which of the following films was not directed by Alfred Hitchcock? The Maltese Falcon. Question 4, who was Marco Rubio not calling voters for in a picture tweeted by their campaign where they forgot to connect his headset? It was Bobo. Don't be un bobo. Don't vote for Bobo, okay? I tried reaching out to Marco Rubio for a comment on this, but apparently Wainwright Park was closed.
Fiesta, fiesta, y pluma, pluma,
and there's no phone parties going on, so I don't know where else to find them.
pluma, 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 fiesta, fiesta, y pluma, 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 pluma.
That'll never get old. All right. Which of the following historical events happened first? The Statue of Liberty was presented. Former Filipino First Lady Imelda Marcos was famous for her very large collection of what? Shoes. 7. How many checkers does each player start a game with? 12. Question 8. A male donkey or ass is called a jack. What is a female called? A jenny. Her number is 8675309, by the way. Not a 10-digit number either. Question 9. If something cursates, what does it do? It sparkles. Like Marco Rubio in Wainwright Park. He sparkled. And question 10. Florida or not Florida? A naked sunbather chases wild boar through park after it steals his laptop bag. That was not Florida. That actually happened in Germany.
Ring,
Oh,
ring,
shit.
ring.
Sí. Papi, yo sé. No. Ok, yo se lo digo. Ok. Sí. Papi on the phone, by the way. Papi wants you to know that he is neither confirming nor denying that was him chasing the boar. And but that the laptop is fine, and that Dan has eaten all the lechon left over from when he caught the boar. But he's not confirming nor denying that was him. All right, these questions are worth 1 point each. So figure out how many you got right. Post your score in the comments. Argue amongst yourselves. Figure out if you got them right, whatever. I'd like to remind everybody that Bar Nancy is open Wednesday through Sunday, 4 to 9 o'clock for pickup orders. You can order your to-go drinks there. Also, the cheese stands alone is open, so you can technically go and eat in the back and then get drinks as well. But you work that out with them. I am just here to promote that they have pickup orders on drinks. You can order your drinks, your cocktails, and then bring it here and bring it every Friday, and you can pretend you're at the bar. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 4 to 9 o'clock. You can DM them on Facebook at BarNancy305 or on Instagram at BarNancyMiami. And also up north in the Flipside. The Flipside is open for to-go sales Wednesday through Sunday, 4 to 8 o'clock. FlipsideMiami.shopsettings.com. You can browse their entire catalog. And if you want information on that, you can DM them on Instagram at Flipside Bottle Shop or at The Bend Miami. Either way, you'll end up talking to Mo, and say hi to him if you do contact them. He's got they're an ever-changing rotation of beers, wines, everything. They got everything you need over there. So contact them. Now I'm gonna take my normal 2-minute commercial break, and I'll be right back.
I love this song. What station is that? Coast 97.3 FM.
Great song. What station is that? It's Coast 97.3 FM.
I love this song.
Me too. What station is that?
Ever wonder what radio station you're listening to? For the most music throughout your workday, listen to South Florida's Coast 97.3 FM. The best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today with less talk.
Grand Prix's new track. Grand Prix is bigger, longer, and faster. Feel the thrill of the hairpin turns. Then speed down the long straightaways. Grand Prix. Race your friends in the true spirit of Grand Prix competition racing. Feel the roar of the engines as you race the big challenge on Grand Prix Race-A-Rama. Open 7 days and nights. Take I-95 or Exit 12 on the Turnpike. Grand Prix on 441 just south of State Road 84 in Fort Lauderdale.
Take your family, go with your friends to good times where fun never ends. Be there. The fair, it's all there. The fair, be there. The fair, be there.
The Dade County Youth Fair and Exposition. Be there.
Imagine the perfect video store. It would have a great selection, right? Right. Over 10,000 videos. 3 evening rentals, so no rush, no hassle. Fast checkout. 24-hour quick drop return. Open late every night. Well, the perfect video store
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.
And we're back. All right, let's see what scores you got going here. Some of you doing good. But let's move on already. Let's get started with round 2 of tonight's game. It's time again to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets, teléfonos en la cubeta. We're starting round 2. Phones in the buckets, everybody. All right, round 2. Question 1. What came out first, Son-in-Law or Encino Man? Both with Pauly Shore. What came out first? Again, what came out first, not which is worse. Because that's a tie right there. All right, question 2. Lita Ford and Joan Jett were members of what all-female 1970s rock band? And Lita Ford and Joan Jett were members of what all-female 1970s rock band? Question 3. Vincent Chase is a fictional movie star on which TV series? Vincent Chase is a fictional movie star on which TV series? All right, question 4. It's time now for the anal bum cover. Sorry, an album cover. Whose 2010 album? Is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist, not the name of the album. Whose 2010 album is that the cover for? All right, question 5. Which religious group publishes The Watchtower? Which religious group publishes The Watchtower?
Pavement under my feet, feeling my own heartbeat, running into the unknown, following where the love goes. Always say 3 words first, always seem to get hurt, never think before I'm talking, never look when I'm walking on the line. If I was much wiser.
All right, question 6. Time now for our movie clips. I'm going to play a clip from a movie that's released in 1964. If you know what it is, write it down. I'll play it once with the sound and once with the words up on the screen. And listen closely.
He went and did a silly thing. Well, I'll tell you what he did. He ordered his planes to attack your country.
One more time.
He went and did a silly thing. Well, I'll tell you what he did. He ordered his planes to attack your country.
What movie is that from?
Suddenly now I'm walking on the line. If I was much wiser, I'd stop.
All right, question 7. Who was Playboy's first centerfold model? Who was Playboy's first centerfold model? I think this screen format works better because at least I look at the camera every time now. So I feel like I'm making some kind of eye contact even though I'm just looking at myself. All right, question 8. Killed in 1986, Cliff Burton was the original bass player for what band? Killed in 1986, Cliff Burton was the original bass player for what band?
His money, but he still call. Ooh, no, I'm not the player, but I still ball. Ooh, money don't make me do anything. I got respect on my name from Atlanta to LA. Classy, never trashy, little nasty. Classy, never trashy, little nasty. Classy, never trashy, little
All right, question 9. What movie was sampled for the Two Live Crew song, Me So Horny? Okay, what movie was sampled for the Two Live Crew song, Me So Horny?
Classy, never trashy, little nasty. If you ain't got the funds, then walk past me. You know who I am, girl, don't get stumped. I didn't want your man, I'm just what he want. All this money I tackle, it's like I go into battle and I still eat my pineapple. Shout out to Ross. Bow down to me, and when I want him, he give me the D. He like to see, he like to see.
I don't know where the banana went.
The ways I put him to sleep. When he say, baby, tell me, are you
Gotta have it ready in case Poppy calls again.
I say, nope, my driver's outside.
And finally, question 10, last question of this round. What 2 competing shoe companies were founded in Germany by the Dassler brothers? What 2 competing shoe companies were founded in Germany by the Dassler brothers?
Classy, never trashy, little nasty. Classy, never trashy, little nasty. You making 6 figures, no, then walk past me. Classy, never trashy, little nasty. Classy, never trashy, little nasty. Classy, never trashy, little nasty. If you ain't got the funds, then walk past me.
All right, that's the end of round 2. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what came out first, Son-in-Law or Encino Man? Both with Pauly Shore. Question 2, Lita Ford and Joan Jett were members of what all-female 1970s rock band? Question 3, Vincent Chase is a fictional movie star on which TV series? Anal Bum Cover, whose 2010 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist, not the name of the album. Question 5, which religious group publishes The Watchtower? Question 6, movie clip from 1964.
He went and did a silly thing. Well, I'll tell you what he did. He ordered his planes to attack your country.
Question 7, who was Playboy's first centerfold model? Question 8, killed in 1986, Cliff Burton was the original bass player for what band? Question 9, what movie was sampled for the Two Live Crew song, Me So Horny? And question 10, what 2 competing shoe companies were founded in Germany by the Dassler brothers? All right, please check your own answer sheets, see if those are the answers you want to stick with. And again, any little bit helps. You want to throw any bit my way, that's my Venmo and my Cash App. If you can, you can. You can't, you can't. Either way, even if I take it away from the screen here, remember it will still be, where is it? Right here. It'll be right there the whole time. So if you can, just, follow that link at Karaoke Miami if you just want to type it. All right, let's get the kids in place. My daughter's already there waiting for the raffle, and my son is waiting on the side to win the prizes. Let me go get the bucket so I don't have to stop in the middle. And let's get started with the next raffle. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and every number I pull out, my son will win. My son will win all the prizes. So I'm going to pull out the first number, and my daughter's up there. Letty's here to give him the prizes. She even got all dressed up for you guys, so, be nice to her. Send her some money. She also takes money on that Venmo and that Cash App right up there. My son made no effort to get ready for anything. He's still in the same shorts and shirt he got up when he woke up. I at least got him to brush his hair. All right, 594, 594. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. I'm going to have to tape up the blocking area so he knows where he actually can be seen on camera. All right, next one out. $589, $589. Dance.
Lucia.
Oh, yeah.
Lucia. Lucia.
Oh, yeah.
Lucia.
All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. Wait for the good part. And finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but he can't drink beer. He can only drink iron beer because he's 12 years old. Going out to the following number. 568, 568. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. Not the lucky son of a Bernie Ralph for this round. He'll be back after round 3. All right, let's go over the answers from round 2. Question 1 was, what came out first, Son-in-Law or Encino Man? Both with Pauly Shore. It was Encino Man. And 2, Lita Ford and Joan Jett were members of what all-female 1970s rock band? The Runaways. Question 3, Vincent Chase is a fictional movie star on which TV series? Entourage. The Anal Bum Cover, whose 2010 album is this the cover for? That is Kings of Leon. Los Reyes de León. León Medical Center. Si tienes un viejo que colecta Social Security, mándalo a León. León, para tu placer. Question 5, which religious group publishes The Watchtower? It's Jehovah's Witnesses. I also know people who are not Jehovah's Witnesses, but are also ended up in some sort of religious cult. We sure as hell miss Frank. All right, movie clip from 1964.
He went and did a silly thing. Well, I'll tell you what he did. He ordered his planes to attack your country.
Dr. Strangelove. I think the funniest thing about that movie is how Dr. Strangelove, regardless of what side he's on now, he still has this inclination to do the Sing Heil. It reminds me of somebody we haven't heard from in a long time, who I'm sure, even though now he's kind of taking our side of things now, I'm sure he's still fighting that urge. Bernie Roses is probably
He
somewhere.
went and did a silly thing.
Hey, why did I have the clip on it?
Well, I'll tell you what he did. He ordered his planes to attack your country.
Yeah, he even repeated it. All right, who was Playboy's first centerfold model? Marilyn Monroe. Killed in 1986, Cliff Burton was the original bass player for what band? Metallica. 9. What movie was sampled for the Two Life Crew song Me So Horny? Full Metal Jacket. $10, everybody. What will you do for $10? Anything. Anything. All right, what two competing shoe companies were founded in Germany by the Dassler brothers? They are Adidas and Puma. And if you're wondering, Adidas and Puma, both Dassler brothers were Nazi sympathizers. And you know what that means. You know who else owns a collection of Adidas and Pumas? Bernie Roses. But I can't really criticize him. He's not the only Bernie with a pair of Adidas and a pair of Pumas. All right. Those questions are worth 2 points each, so whatever you got right times 2. Post your score in the comments. Obviously add whatever you had previously to whatever you got now. And post it in the comments, and then argue amongst yourselves on whether or not you got it right or not. Like to remind everybody that Bar Nancy is open for pickup orders. If you contact them on at Bar Nancy 305 on Facebook or at Bar Nancy Miami on Instagram, they'll help you out. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 4 to 9 o'clock. They're also open in the patio for food. The Cheese Stands Alone is open, serving food there, so you technically could order something to eat and sit there and drink in the outside patio. Bar Nancy, open Wednesday through Sunday, 4 to 9 o'clock. Also, up in Miami Lakes, the Flip Side is open for to-go sales, Wednesday through Sunday, 4 to 8. You can check their entire catalog at flipsidemiami.shopsettings.com. And you can send them a message at Flipside Bottle Shop or at the Bend Miami. Mo will answer your questions, whatever they may be, and help you out and have your orders ready once you're ready to go pick them up. My thing is, you can order them like on Wednesday or Thursday, pick it up, and have it ready for Friday, and you can drink like you're at the bar while you're playing trivia. It'll be almost the same thing. All right, I'm going to take my regular commercial break, and I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
If you're hungry and in the mood for something extraordinary, look for this symbol. And this telephone is the fastest way to Franco's original Italian pizza, day or night. If you live anywhere from Pompano to Hialeah, you can treat yourself to the best in authentic Italian dishes. Franco specializes in dishes from antipasto to veal francesa, all at reasonable prices. This symbol of excellence is in Pompano, Fort Lauderdale, North Miami Beach, North Miami, and Hialeah. Franco is the king of pizza with home delivery day or night.
97 GTR, continuous rock and roll with Herman and McBean mornings.
No more pop scratches and ugly black buildup for these rock and roll animals.
97 GTR, all compact disc rock and roll.
Like ZZ Top, Bruce Springsteen, the Rolling Stones. Herman and McBean, mornings on 97 GTR, continuous rock and roll.
Ay, bendito, se le paró el carro. ¿Y eso cómo fue?
No sé. Yo le había echado coolant, pero se calentó.
Mire, lo voy a ayudar, porque yo tengo un tremendo coolant. La próxima vez échele Amali. Este sí es un coolant de calidad superior. Porque todos los coolant no son iguales, ¿sabes? Amali es mejor de lo que tiene que ser.
Ah, pero oiga, ¿usted no es irichacón?
Sí, y de coolant, yo sí sé. Exija Amali. Tremendo coolant.
Why settle for some of it when you can get all of it?
Get it all, get to Zelle and get it all.
blackout, so I got to there.
It's gotta last.
It's gotta have a name I know.
So we got to there.
Get it all, get it all.
It's gotta be a real value.
Get to Zare and get it all.
Exciting fashions, famous brands, honest quality, genuine value.
Get to Zare and get it all.
From Miami, se llama Zaire. And we're back. See, some of you are in the high to mid to low 20s. Doing good. Most you could have at this point is 30 anyway. Who has 29? Team Return 45 to Sender. That's a good name. Again, sorry I didn't catch the names before because my where I see all this stuff, my tablet went away and came back in the beginning, but obviously the feed never dropped, so we're fine. Either way, we're good. Let's get started with round 3, everybody. Let's, where's the slide? Here we go. It's time now to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the bucket, everybody. Let's get started. Round 3. Question 1. What company developed the first handheld calculator? What company developed the first handheld calculator? All right, question 2. Which of our founding fathers once wrote an essay called Fart Proudly? Which of our founding fathers once wrote an essay called Fart Proudly? I made myself a bean and guacamole burrito today, so I will be following the teachings of this essay. If not soon, probably right now. Probably why my kids run away after the raffle so fast. All right, question 3. It's time now to name a celebrity. I'm going to put a picture of a celebrity up there. If you know who it is, write down their real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen them. Name this celebrity. I need her real name, not a character name, not a description of where you've seen her. I'll make it a little bit easier for you, even though that was a pretty easy one.
I'ma see it through till we prevail. Only way to make it is to try and fail. Try again is for giving up that ship itself. Might as well get it done and get a red Chevelle.
All right, question 4. What rock and roll frontman replaced Howard Stern on terrestrial radio back in 2006? What rock and roll frontman replaced Howard Stern on terrestrial radio back in 2006? All right, question 5 is always are. Jumble. Got 9 on the top, 6 on the bottom. There's our TINT, SCLEARHAIRS, hints an actor, male. Figure it out. Tints clear hairs. Figure it out. All right, question 6. Who was the first U.S. president that was born a citizen of the United States? Who was the first U.S. president that was born a citizen of the United States? All right, question 7. What short-lived band did Dimebag Darrell and his brother Vinny form after disbanding Pantera? What short-lived band did Dimebag Darrell and his brother Vinny form after disbanding Pantera? Late entry, Flip. He's the captain, you know. All right, question 8. Who is the only Major League Baseball player to have hit 60 or more home runs in a single season 3 times? Who is the only Major League Baseball player to have hit 60 or more home runs in a single season 3 times?
Become cynics first, strong work ethic without the inner work. Pretend the hurt is gone. To stop weeping like willows, start off soft as pillows and up hard as armadillos. To no feelings, no thoughts.
Yeah, Flip. This starts at 7, not at 8.
Robots, just like you're made to. That's the whole plot. Cast off the shackles, unpack the past, and the battle unravels. Feel it all. Let the pain overwhelm you. It's crazy like Bellevue, but it got something to tell you. When you hear that secret, it's the key to the lock. Till then, you think you're free, but you're not.
All right, question 9. What is the only Central American country to have English as its official language? What is the only Central American country to have English as its official language?
Negativity got that black hole gravity. Creeping to your soul like cavities. Drain your battery. Painted tragedy. Leave the world painted badly. Can't see the beauty no more? Change your strategy. To kill the static, just ditch the bad habits. Add gratitude to the mix. It's mathematics. Reprogram to change the default mode. No time to evolve slow. Learn to see costs grow. They sure to rise up. Use the past as fertilizer. All of those cracks make a person wiser. You're learning to live. A certain type of curse is a gift. If you unpack it right, it reverses and shifts. Just a diamond in the rough that needs polish. Eat from the tree of knowledge. See deep and be astonished.
And finally, question 10. Last question of tonight's game. Something in local history, news, or facts. I'm really stretching it on this one. It's barely a global question, but it was the best I can come up with. What NFL team just hired former Miami Dolphins assistant coach Chris Forster, best known for snorting offensive lines on video? Okay, what NFL team just hired former Miami Dolphins assistant coach Chris Forrester, best known for snorting offensive lines on video? All right, that's the end of round 3. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what company developed the first handheld calculator? Question 2, which of our founding fathers once wrote an essay called Fart Proudly? I have a few. You kids can't hear it. No microphone down there. So name this celebrity. I need her real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen her. Question 4, what rock and roll frontman replaced Howard Stern on terrestrial radio back in 2006? Word jumble, 9 at the top, 6 on the bottom. Letters are up there. It's an actor, male. Tint clear hairs. Question 6, who was the first U.S. president that was born a citizen of the United States? Question 7, what short-lived band did Dimebag Darrell and his brother Vinny form after disbanding Pantera? Question 8, who is the only Major League Baseball player to have hit 60 or more home runs in a single season 3 times? Question 9, what is the only Central American country to have English as its official language? And question 10, local history, news, or facts. What NFL team just hired former Miami Dolphins assistant coach Chris Forrester, best known for snorting offensive lines on video? All right, please check your own answer sheet, see if those are the answers you want to stick with. Again, any little bit helps. You want to throw a little bit my way, that's my Venmo, that's my Cash App at Karaoke Miami, or the money sign Karaoke Miami. Or you just scan that right on the screen. It'll be on the bottom as well. Now the kids are ready for the final raffle of tonight's game, and my daughter's there waiting, and my son will remember to dance closer to Baby Yoda and Darth Vader and not away from them. And let's get started with our raffle for this round. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and every number I pull out, my son will win. My son will win all the prizes. Let's see what we got. My daughter's up there to give him the prizes, which I think is a fake phone right now. It's supposed to be a surprise. 588, 588. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. $575, $575. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. They should get him Smarties. And finally, everybody's favorite prize, 1 free beer, but he doesn't drink beer. He can only drink iron beer. We got to the following number. 576, 576. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And that includes our lucky son of a Bernie raffle for tonight's game. I believe there was some violence involved. I told him no violence. That's what distracted me from what I normally say. Is the Opalaka flea market even open? And how are they accomplishing social distancing if they are? Questions that I have. Anybody up north that knows, let me know. Right now, let's go over the answers from round 3. And again, I ask, please stick around after. Watch the chug off. It's kind of a letdown watching everybody phase off as soon as they know the answers. Yes, it's open. I one day I'll go there. One day. They owe me for advertising. I have been advertising them for years. All right, question 1 was, what company developed the first handheld calculator? Texas Instruments. Question 2, which of our founding fathers once wrote an essay called Fart Proudly? Benjamin Franklin. To name this celebrity, that is Rashida Jones. Question 4, what rock and roll frontman replaced Howard Stern on terrestrial radio back in 2006? Diamond David Lee Roth. Didn't work out. A lot of potential, but didn't work out. All right, word jumble. 9 on the top, 6 on the bottom. Those are the letters. It is. No, sorry, Joe. I know you just figured it out, but no. Go do your job. Don't worry about the word jumble. We'll get it next time. It is Christian Slater. Christian Slater. Question 6. Who was the first U.S. president that was born a citizen of the United States? Martin Van Buren. Question 7. What short-lived band did Dimebag Darrell and his brother Vinny form after disbanding Pantera? Damage Plan. Question 8. Who is the only Major League Baseball player to have hit 60 or more home runs in a single season 3 times? Sammy Sosa, or White Sammy Sosa. Whichever Sammy Sosa you think it is, that's the right answer. Question 9. What is the only Central American country to have English as its official language? Belize. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. And finally, question 10. What NFL team just hired former Miami Dolphins assistant coach Chris Forrester, best known for snorting offensive lines on video? It was the San Francisco 49ers. All right, these are 5-point questions, so whatever you got right times 5, then add that to the total you have from the last 2 rounds. Post your scores in the comments. Argue amongst each other, see who won, but stay around long enough to find out. Also remind everybody that Bar Nancy is open Wednesday through Sunday, 4 to 9 o'clock for pickup orders. That's their menu up there. You can contact them for more information. You can contact them on Facebook at Bar Nancy 305 or on Instagram at Bar Nancy Miami. Also, the Flipside is open up in Miami Lakes for to-go sales Wednesday through Sunday, 4 to 8 o'clock. FlipsideMiami.shopsettings.com, so you can browse their catalog and make your orders right on their website. If you have any more questions or need any more information, contact them at Flipside Bottle Shop or at the Bend Miami. Either way, you will reach Mo, and Mo will be happy to help you out. Say hi from us on our part. All right, I'm going to take one more commercial break while you guys post your scores and all that stuff, and I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Come enjoy the rides and the wonderful
Lights, food, rides, and so much more.
all the Christmas spirit you find it here.
On Palmetto, Bird Road at Tropical Park. One price, all rides free.
You know why I come to Lum's, good buddy? They grill the steaks just perfect. And the fish fried dinner is so tender and delicious. I love the juicy roast beef sandwich piled high with that thinly sliced roast beef. I like it when Mommy and Daddy take me to Wum's. The burgers are great. You and your kids get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
You get a choice. You get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
Compact disc sale of the year. Thousands of titles for only $8.99. All types of music. Rock, country, soul, jazz, classical, vocal, big band, pop. Hundreds of artists. Something for everyone. CDs for only $8.99. Come into Peaches now while the best selection's available.
This is the new baby in our family. A baby doll. A famous doll. Archie Bunker's grandson, Joey Stivic. So, of course, he's special. Your child can give him a drink from his bottle, then he wets. And when his diaper is changed, it's clear that Joey Stivic is a physically correct boy doll. My husband and I think that's terrific. And he's such a soft and cuddly doll.
Archie Bunker's grandson, Joey Stivic, by Ideal, is a physically correct boy doll.
What a great idea.
Yeah, what a great idea. That is the weirdest thing I have ever seen in my life. Well, whatever. It's time now for a classic chug-off. I got a chug-off from one where my friend Miguel lost, and I'm here. It was obviously a Halloween day because I'm dressed up for Halloween. You can see. Here is a classic chug-off from the past.
Wait, as always, grab your beers. When I say go, you have to chug those beers as fast as you can without spilling. First one to put the empty cup on the counter wins. 1, 2, go! Spill. Oh yeah, he won again. I should catch on to his teammates. He changes them every week, so I don't really figure out who it is.
And that's our classic chug-off. Miguel lost that chug-off, but I'd like to bring up that it was Miguel's birthday on Wednesday, so happy birthday to Miguel. There he is running off of his prize. As always, I like to say thoughts and prayers to Linda for having to tolerate Alan. Anybody who has to deal with Alan on a daily basis needs to be sainted. Again, all of you are winners as far as I'm concerned for joining me every week. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Trivia Miami. You can search for Trivia Miami on YouTube and watch this entire video all over again. And our website is triviamiami.com. Remember, as we always say,
Fuck Hector.
And everybody over in the bend always says,
Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector.
No ha habido ni papel de trole para limpiarse el culo.
Again, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. I hope to see you all next week. We're here every Friday starting at 7 o'clock. Not 8 o'clock, Flip. 7 o'clock. Now I'm going to let Cox on the radio sign us off.
Have yourself a real nice day. And if you want to smile some, listen to Power 96.